once you are my kid.
Oh wow, this is just great. This little switch that you are hatching. But first, we must debate just who will pitch and who is catching.
I think I am the man, but that could change. As politicians, sex won't grow stale, since we don't fail to switch positions.
This is our plan, it's worth a try to now be bipartisan guys. If we must do, that's what it takes to make them bake a wedding cake. There's no debate, since we're both straight, it's really not gay.
Hello, everybody. It is I, Melania, back once again, this time with the Secret Servants. Now, some people, they ask me, Melania, why did you marry Sir Donald, especially lately since things have been a bit stormy? And contrary to what you might believe, marrying Sir Donald was not about the money. When someone like me marries someone like he, some people wonder why I was well. It is not the amount in his huge bank account, although you know that's well endowed. He's got something just right when he turns out the light. That's when Donald, he turns on the charm. And my heart sings, that's a small thing, at the end of his arm. I want a man with a small hands. I don't want someone else to be my spouse. Don't want a guy whose arms are dangling big hands, like those big hands you see on Mickey Mouse. I want a guy who has his own brand, a guy who wasn't dealt a full hand. He's my big love, wearing kids' gloves. Oh, let's run the country with a small hand. You know the nation has a big wig, and you should know that he cannot start a war because the nuclear button's too big. And when you're with a man with small hands, it makes you look like you've got big plans. Be best.
I'm a private detective. My father named me Hugh. My mother named me Jim. Last name Bissell. So people call me Huge Imbecile. Times were tough, and not just because that first joke bombed. No, I was working less than a West Virginia tooth fairy. One night I couldn't sleep, so I turned on the TV. I didn't feel like watching the news, so I watched Fox. And after half an hour of watching Mike Pence's wife try to teach Bert and Ernie how to pray the gay away, I finally turned off the TV. Still couldn't sleep, so I checked my phone. There was a voicemail. Someone had a job for me. I was being asked to investigate the latest cases of sexual misconduct in Washington, D.C. I had very little information to go on. I'd be working on fewer facts than Al Sharpton at a Sunday morning talk show. I needed to get to D.C. fast, but I was stuck way out here in the burbs. So I booked my flight from Dulles to Nashville. was a Southwest flight, so I had to connect through Boise, Honolulu, Phoenix, Tallahassee, Belfast, and to Newark. But eventually I made it to DC. I met with the client. The client gave me all the information they'd collected so far. Apparently more than 55% of women on Capitol Hill have experienced some sort of sexual harassment. I did a little more research, and I discovered that 89.2% of all statistics are made up. I needed to talk to the people on the Hill, get their statements. After collecting a few, I wandered into a congressional office, and I was immediately distracted by the receptionist. You see, and there's no way to put this gently, she had a face that would make Stevie Wonder cringe. So that one was too far, but the West Virginia Tooth Fairy joke. I see where you draw the line. I figured the best way to get the information I needed would be for me to use my considerable charm. So I tried my best pickup line. I said, hey, did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
'Cause you really messed up your face.
She promptly messed up my face. Security escorted me from the building, and I realized I needed to change my approach. Finally, out of desperation, I met with a conspiracy theorist who pitched me quite a conspiracy theory. He pointed out that all of these sexual misconduct cases seemed to knock the other ones off the front pages. R. Kelly knocked Bill Cosby off the front pages. Cosby knocked Matt Lauer off the front pages, and Roy Moore, and Louis C.K., and Kevin Spacey, and Harvey Weinstein. And what was the media's focus when the Harvey Weinstein story first broke? The Clinton email investigation. This guy told me Hillary Clinton was behind every case of sexual misconduct. He said every time a butt gets groped, a Clinton gets its wings. I said,
Okay. Thanks, Hannity.
I was never going to solve this case, but I still came to my own conclusions, so I'd like to share them with you now. Everyone, next time you feel like harassing someone, don't. And guys, think of your private parts like the kitchen trash bag. You only take it out when she asks you to.
A long time ago, when John Garner was VP, he said that his job was a bucket of warm pee. We never appreciated number 2 in the race, not even back when Dick Cheney shot somebody in the face. It was agreed by all the job was just a ticket nowhere on a one-way Greyhound bus, until our vice president came from the Old Testament. Every time we pray, we say, Pence is from heaven. I could even cure the gays. Pence is from heaven. And at an NFL game, don't take a knee or show Mike Pence a tight end.
I'd have to flee. You won't see me having lunch with women in power.
If he hears that stormy name,
I need a shower.
he only goes to movies
That are rated PG.
Pence is going to heaven, not you or me.
I won't put Siri on my phone.
Pence is from heaven.
Can't be caught with her alone.
Pence is from heaven. And he won't buy Alexa that sexy tea.
Won't even try a meal that is Lebanese.
You won't catch him on Broadway, cause Mike Pence is beddings. The actors there believe in thespian weddings.
Though I am not that inspiring, you should live your life my way.
Ask yourself, what would Pence do if he
We're alive today.
such a great Save the Earth singles mixer.
Yeah, it really is.
Is there any chance you'd be willing to go out with me?
Well, if the world was about to be obliterated by global warming and you were the last man left on the planet, sure.
So there's a chance then.
Yeah.
Dude, I love your hemp poncho.
Oh, thank you, but actually, it's made from the fuzz drawn from the navel of a protected free-range Tanzanian LGBT chimpanzee. Oh, would you care for a carrot?
Is it free range?
Oh, yeah, I grew it myself.
It's not that easy being green. Having to remember to unplug all my appliances every time I leave the house. But I think it might be easier just to ignore the polar bears in the Arctic and all the chlorofluorocarbons and just leave my refrigerator, my microwave, my television, my Blu-ray player, my Xbox plugged in all day long.
It's not that easy being green. People give me weird looks when I do ordinary things. Like when I compost my own toenail clippings and use it to fertilize my garden of organic carrots. And now using pine cones instead of toilet paper has given me this really weird rash.
Use this. The green's the color of grass.
And grass makes great dental floss.
But with fair trading habits and no tests on rabbits, my teeth now grow moss.
Is that a leather belt you've got? Tell me how now. Could you kill a cow now?
No, dude, this is made from pleather. It's the finest pleather. It was collected from the bark droppings of this Indonesian rainforest tree that dropped all its bark.
Oh, but did you say Indonesia?
Maybe.
Well, do you know the carbon footprint of something that has been shipped here in a diesel tanker? Oh gosh, I cannot date you unless you're an Omnilocateca vegivore.
What?
Well, I only eat fruits and vegetables that have died of natural causes within 50 feet of my house.
Oh, you're not kidding. Well, do you want to make out?
Yeah, sure. My Hummer's parked out back.
Hello, welcome to CNN Tonight. I am your host, Don Lemon.
And I am Wolf Blitzer. Tonight, CNN has breaking news that Melania Trump has once again been caught plagiarizing. It appears the Lord's Prayer she recited at a recent rally was taken word for word from a book called The Bible.
I'm now being told we're going to interrupt this coverage of what Donald Trump said and give you round-the-clock coverage of what Donald Trump did. We plan on repeating this process over the next couple of years. I'm now being told that I do not have an earpiece.
And finally, let us address accusations that we here at CNN have been unfair and unbalanced in our coverage of the president. Well, let me say this about that. We're in last place. We gotta do something.
Ratings going down, what do we do now? Ratings going down, what do we do now?
Go take it out on CNN. Just because we have a leftist spin, our job is tough, that much is true.
Cause faking news is hard to do.
Conservatives on the Fox News, cause they lack progressives' high IQs.
We're condescending, that much is true.
That means that we talk down to you.
Trump says that faking news is all we do. Now I know some is true.
I've said again and again, the Russians hacked the votes to list of Trump and put Miss Clinton in.
With fake Trump news, we'd like to close. The Ringling Brothers have now stopped all shows.
But we'll blame Trump.
Based on what grounds?
Their White House hired all their clowns.
The Trump administration still has their sights set on obliterating Obamacare. Here to explain Trump Care are two doctors who got their medical degrees at Trump University.
Hello there, I am Sam.
And I'm Ella.
And together we're Sam and Ella. And we think Americans pay too much for health care.
So call 1-800-DOCS-RX.
To reach us right here at I Can't Believe It's a Healthcare Plan.
And if you call right now, you'll get your own free at-home eye exam. Say, did you know an eye exam can help you live longer?
How's that?
It'll make you
Dilate.
If you should want to find a doc in the directory, but you lack a health care card,
Call our new home docking network.
call direct to me.
Appendectomy's not hard. You can suture yourself at home. Suture yourself
In front of your family, we'll do it for just a song.
Who cares if maybe we get it wrong? Consider your home well stocked. Your Hoover can do like